Think about someone you used to talk to every day, someone who was once everything to you, a best friend, a partner, a family member, maybe even a whole group of people. And then one day, you just stopped. No big fight, no dramatic goodbye, no explanation. You simply decided they no longer had a place in your life, and you moved on. And the strangest part, you felt nothing. No guilt, no regret, no second thoughts. People around you were shocked. They called you cold, heartless, ruthless. Maybe you've been told you have attachment issues, that something is wrong with you. But what if I told you that psychology sees this completely differently? What if the way you cut people off isn't a flaw in your character, but one of the rarest and most powerful psychological traits a human being can have? Before we go deeper, if you're new here, this channel is dedicated to one thing: helping you understand your own mind at a level most people never reach. If that sounds like something you need right now, hit subscribe and drop a scissors in the comments right now if you've ever cut someone off and never looked back. Point number 1, the psychology behind it. Why you cut people off. Psychology has a name for people like you. They call it having strong psychological boundaries. Most people have what researchers call porous boundaries. They let everyone in. They tolerate toxic behavior for years. They stay in relationships that drain them because they're terrified of being alone. But you have something different. Psychologists call it a high rejection sensitivity threshold, combined with a strong sense of self-preservation. In simple terms, your brain is extremely good at detecting when someone is no longer serving your growth, your peace, or your future. And once it detects that, it cuts the signal, not out of cruelty, not out of coldness, out of self-respect. Research from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that people who can end relationships cleanly, without guilt and without drama, score significantly higher in emotional intelligence than those who cannot. Read that again. The very thing people criticize you for is actually a sign of emotional intelligence. Point number 2, the childhood connection. The childhood connection nobody talks about. Here's where it gets really deep. Psychology tells us that people who cut others off easily often develop this trait for a very specific reason. At some point in your life, usually in childhood or early adulthood, someone you deeply trusted let you down. Maybe they betrayed you. Maybe they abandoned you. Maybe they repeatedly showed you that love came with conditions. And your brain, which is the most sophisticated survival machine on the planet, made a decision. It said, I will never let that happen again. Psychologists call this defensive detachment, and it is not a trauma response gone wrong. It is your nervous system protecting you with the only tool it had available. Over time, that protection became a superpower. You learned to read people faster than most. You learned that your energy is sacred, and you learned that some doors are better left closed. Point number 3, the rare mind. The rare mind behind the decision. Here is what most people get completely wrong about you. They think you cut people off because you don't care. The truth is the exact opposite. You cut people off because you care deeply about the quality of your inner world. Psychologists have studied what they call high self-concept clarity, a person's ability to have a clear, stable understanding of who they are and what they will and will not accept. People with high self-concept clarity are rare. Studies suggest only 1 in 5 people genuinely have it. And the most visible sign of high self-concept clarity, the ability to walk away from people, even people you love, when those people threaten your sense of self. You don't cut people off because you're broken. You cut people off because you know exactly who you are, and you refuse to let anyone take that from you. Point no 4, the warning, the one thing to be careful of. Now, I want to be honest with you, because this channel doesn't just tell you what you want to hear. There is a thin line between healthy boundaries and emotional walls. Healthy boundaries say, I remove people who consistently disrespect me. Emotional walls say, I remove people the moment I feel vulnerable. If you find yourself cutting people off at the first sign of real intimacy before they've actually hurt you, that's worth exploring, because sometimes the people we push away the fastest are the ones who have the most to offer us. The rare mind doesn't just know how to cut people off. The rare mind also knows when to stay. So the next time someone calls you cold for walking away, remember this: you are not cold. You are clear. You are not heartless. You are selective. You are not broken. You are boundary. And in a world where most people are drowning in the toxic relationships, they don't have the courage to leave. Your ability to walk away cleanly, quietly, and without looking back is one of the rarest gifts a human being can possess. If this video described you in a way you've never been able to put into words before, drop a G in the comments right now. Let's see how many rare minds are watching. And if someone in your life needs to hear this, share it with them. I'll see you in the next one.